looking at industry specific and company specific, you mentioned earlier about like maybe assisting with compliance demands,
Yep.
coaching, that kind of thing. Are there any industries or types of businesses that it works particularly well at, or is it kind of across the board?
I think heavily regulated industries has been a bit of a sweet spot. So you've had to evidence at scale where you are compliant with the regulators' requirements. So things like utilities and financial services, and the way they traditionally had to solve that problem was with quite a number of people listening to quite a number of calls, and therefore it was a relatively easy business case to write and moved the customer away from, I guess, the business in that sense, move them away from just a sample approach to a census approach in terms of evaluating their interactions. I think as we move beyond those industries, there's still a heck of a lot of value to add when we're just ultimately looking to understand performance. So you could move into retail or telco or something similar where maybe sales are more heavily driven than they are in kind of certain financial services companies, and we can use the speech analytics or interaction analytics to understand those conversations which lead to the outcomes that we're looking for, so better conversion rates, and again use the same systems then to deploy that learning across the population of agents rather than just hoping to pick it up through a monthly conversation or a coaching session in a one-to-one.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you've been on a previous podcast talking about this, but vulnerability is quite a big space for this kind of technology as well, isn't it? Because as Jimmy mentioned earlier, spotting that empathy whilst also trying to maybe sell, remain compliant, that kind of thing for an agent, that's a lot to deal with. So this kind of technology can really support an agent in basically supporting that customer that needs it.
Yeah, I mean, the hot topic for the kind of last couple of years has been in financial services has been consumer duty, and ensuring again compliance with that regulation. But it does exist in other industries as well, where there is kind of utilities and ensuring that we've got the customers registered on the priority services register, or if you look into government, kind of national and local government and the fairness charter, there's a real kind of movement towards ensuring that we're doing the right thing for customers or citizens, and doing that across all interactions rather than just the small amount that we might sample today.